Good morning. Mr. President. National anthem, please. 1, 2, go. Arise, O compatriots, follow me to serve peace and unity. Shall we be seated? Your Excellency, Mr. President, one of the Act, also by the power vested directors of the Nigerian National Petroleum Officer of the country. Other members of the Mr. President, this is senior government officials, distinguished guests. Mr. President, the board, under the chairmanship of Senator Mark.
I am pleased to inaugurate the board of the newly incorporated Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, which comes on board as a result of the reforms put forward by the Petroleum Industry Act 2021. As you are aware, your appointment to the board of this important national energy company was predicated on our informed decision to enact the Petroleum Industry Act 2021, which seeks to reposition the Nigerian petroleum industry to a commercially viable and competitive industry in line with global business dynamics and best practices. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited is mandated to focus primarily on protecting Nigerian national assets and interests. It will also focus on profitability and continuous value creation beyond the simple fulfillment of legal and regulatory requirements. The inauguration of this board is a major step in the ongoing transition to a more viable petroleum and energy industry that will attract investment to support our economic growth and generate employment to millions of our people. NNPC Limited is expected to strictly adhere to corporate governance principles that place premium on doing business with the highest ethical standards, integrity, and transparency. These are clearly required by the provisions of the PIA, the Company and Allied Matters Act 2020, and other enabling legislations and regulations. There should be full alignment and synergy between NNPC Limited, the Upstream Regulatory Commission, and the Midstream and Downstream Regulatory Authority in compliance with the provisions of the law in all respects to deliver the onerous reforms envisaged for the energy industry. NNPC Limited is expected to operate at par with its industry peers elsewhere in the world, while acting as an enabler company that will foster the development of other sectors of our economy. I expect the NNPC Limited to be mindful of our commitments to our net carbon zero aspirations and to ensure total alignment with the global energy transition realities. I will count on the professional insights and ethical conduct of the board members to ensure the delivery of our promises to Nigerians. The leadership and members of the National Assembly should be appreciated for their seamless support in this journey towards a viable, accountable, and transparent energy industry. I hereby inaugurate the board of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited to mark yet another important step in our quest to build in a better petroleum industry for the country. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
All right, thank you very much.
I feel wonderful, and I guess I speak on behalf of everybody on the board. It's a historic moment, and it's something that Nigerians have been looking forward to for a long time.
So what do we hope to see from you as chairman of the board?
Well, you heard Mr.
President.
Transparency, integrity, loyalty to the nation, Nigeria, because we all deserve it. We deserve to grow this board, this corporation.
What does this mean for the Nigerian women in general?
I believe I speak on behalf of all Nigerian women. The Nigerian women are very happy. We've gotten a lot of congratulations. They are excited. And all this is thanks to Mr. President. With every woman, you want to grow a child. This limited, this new NNPC is like a new child, and we intend to grow it. We intend to mature it. We intend to take it to the international platform.
Herculean task, some will say.
Indeed, it is a Herculean task. But if you look around, you can see I'm flanked by able men and women, and we will deliver.
No, we are really, we are very much on course. As you said, this is a part of the milestones. The Upstream Regulatory Commission is in place. The Midstream and Downstream Regulatory Authority is also in place. Now the NNPC Limited is also fully in place. So I want to assure you that the process of implementing the PIA is fully on course. Mr. President also appointed the other members of the Upstream Regulatory Commission and the Midstream and Downstream Commissions. They too will come on board very soon. And then, of course, this segment of the implementation of the Petroleum Industry Act would have been completed. Not at all. It is not really, they didn't pick the Niger Delta. It's a business model for Shell. Whenever they operate in territories, after a while, they divest from certain areas, especially when they see that local competence has grown. And in Nigeria today, the local competence has grown, as you agree. And that's why Shell wants to divest only in the onshore and the shallow waters. They are still in the country in the deep waters. So Shell has not divested from the country. Shell is also still fully in Nigeria, but they are only divesting from the onshore because they believe that Nigerians have the competence now to run the onshore. Not necessarily about, it's not necessarily about crisis. It's a business model. They do it everywhere. If you go to the UK, they operated there. After a while, they divested to the locals and moved away. Everywhere they operate, this is their model of operation. So it is not new at all. They have decided to just divest in the onshore so that local people can participate. Of course, there are conflicts usually, but of course these conflicts have been handled, as you know. Right now, as we speak, there are really no conflict issues in the Niger Delta. Well, the NNPC Limited is still within the ministry, but of course, it is an independent company, a Kama company that has rules and regulations. We will relate with them to the extent that we want the production, at least, because you know that Nigeria will still depend on oil production as a country. So if, for example, production is going down, we will ask why. Of course, and you know that I, as minister, I'm still the head of the delegation to OPEC. So, of course, you know, I will still have to let them know what our quotas are and what our production should be. So there will still be a lot of relationship between NNPC and the ministry. But of course, the day-to-day running of NNPC will be completely within the purview of the management and the board.
Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.